Welcome into MCW Wrestling. Michael St. John at ringside. I'm joined by Billy Joe Travis, and in the ring right now, JC Ice, part of PG-13 against Derrick King to open things up here. And boy, oh boy, Billy Joe Travis, have things changed in MCW. Wolfie D is the North American Heavyweight Champion.
Well, we have Michael,
Steve.
No,
let me
No,
finish.
you wait. That's a fluke. He could never beat Terry Golden on his worst day.
Stephen Dunn and Reno Riggins are on the dark side, if you would, after not only turning their back on Shane Eaton, but attacking him after a victory. And right now in the ring, we have JC Ice in singles competition against Derrick King. This is a man that has been in the ring as a wrestler and been outside the ring as a manager, and quite frankly, he doesn't do very well on either job.
Wait a second, Michael. He's one of the leading contenders for Rookie of the Year. And on the other side of the ring, you see JC Ice, baby. Yes, he is former tag team champions with Wolfie D. They are a great tag team. But you know what? They haven't been a tag team in a while, though. What's going on with that?
Well, the fact of the matter is Wolfie D is the North American Heavyweight Champion. These two men are very strong and very proficient tag team wrestlers. But quite frankly, Billy Joe Travis, they can handle their own as singles competition wrestlers. The fact of the matter, JC Ice from strong genes and strong, if you would, a strong lineage of professional wrestling, and his father being one of the most popular and one of the most famous professional wrestlers of all time. The fact of the matter is Wolfie D, being raised in an environment of professional wrestling, he too can take care of himself. I don't think you read anything into that except for the fact that they're in singles competition here on MCW.
Michael, it's no secret. Everybody knows JC Ice, baby. Ice. What's JC Ice Baby? Is that?
JC Ice.
JC Ice Baby is Bill Dundee's son. Everybody knows that.
Well, the fact of the matter is, it comes down to this. You've got singles competition kicking off today's program here on MCW. And tonight, Billy Joe Travis, the Lebanon Airport Armory, the site of MCW Wrestling. Wolfie D will be there against Flash Flanagan. And you'll see Nick Dinsmore in action with Shane Eaton. Tag team action against Mr. Reno Riggins and Mr. Steve Dunn, now that they have, if you would, crossed over to the dark side. The Colorado Kid will be in action against Skinny Kenny. JC Ice, who you see in the ring right now, he'll be in action against you, Mr.
None
Travis.
other than the Sweet Music Man. You know, JC, I hope he shows up. I hope he shows up. You know, Billy Joe might bring his old guitar and show him a little sweet music.
Well, I'll tell you this, Mr. Travis, if Mr. JC Ice shows up, which there is no doubt he will be there, he's not one not to show up. He has been wanting to get his hands on you for many a month, and the fact of the matter is, if you bring your guitar, you better make sure it's well tuned, because all you'll be doing is strumming a little song on it, and it may be the blues after this match is over in Lebanon tonight at the Armory.
Well, wait a second. I thought you're supposed to be impartial. Are you trying to tell me that he can beat me?
I think he can, absolutely.
Well, Michael, let me tell you something.
On a good day, he can beat you. On a good day, you can beat him.
Lebanon, Tennessee, that is a third-class small town. You know, I heard the average income over there is probably about $6,000. It's all low-budget people.
Well, tonight you will be in Lebanon, Tennessee, National Guard Army. All that action gets underway. We'll see you there tonight. But right now, JC Ice taking the measure of Derrick King off the ropes. Derrick King tried to block it, but JC Ice, look at that move.
Right,
Big hip toss.
Yeah, look at that move. He pulled his hair when he hip tossed him.
Boy, I'll say this.
Boy, I'll tell you. You saw him pull his hair, Michael. I'm tired of you being impartial.
I just find it very hard to believe, Billy Joe, that you can pull a man's hair when the man has no more than 1/8 of an inch of hair on his head.
All right,
now, how can you grab his hair and pull it?
He pulled his tights then.
Changed your story, eh, Mr. Travis?
So?
Back in the ring, Derrick King against JC Ice. Hey, let's, while you're talking and while you're commenting, and you're obviously feeling your oats here today on MCW, why don't you talk about the new North American champion, Wolfie D, a man who has taken your measure before?
Wolfie D, Wolfie D, Wolfie D. Let me tell you something, Michael. Wolfie D is just a punk like JC Ice, baby, like all those other punks over there. But I will give him credit. He did defeat Terry Golden, but he cheated. And you know it's true. He used a chain.
Now wait a minute. If I understand correctly, you say he used a chain. I think he threw the chain out of the ring.
Well, you look at the tape and you'll see.
The fact of the matter is the hubcap came into play, but guess who threw it? None other than your good buddy, Flash Flanagan.
No, he didn't. JC Ice Baby did.
Snap bear by JC Ice. Flipped him over. Got a count of 1, count of 2. He's had 3 near pins, and now quickly to the floor.
Yes,
goes
we
Derrick
get 3
King.
timeouts. He gets 3 timeouts. He called. This is the first.
Wait a minute,
timeout.
wait a minute. This is not the Super Bowl. This isn't professional football. In wrestling, there are no timeouts.
Well, there's a new rule book. There's 3 timeouts now, and this is his first one.
Who wrote that rule book? Billy Joe Travis?
No, I'll tell you who did. Paul Bosch.
I know that name. I don't think Paul Boscher wrote any such rule.
Yes, he did.
Well, right now in the ring, Derrick King back in, not very willingly, I might add, but he's set to cross it up with JC Ice again, collar and elbow. Want to remind you, wrestling fans, around Nashville, Tennessee and the surrounding areas, boy, you talk about something big coming up. Something big from MCW is right around the corner on February 7th, the fabulous February reunion. Many superstars of all the United States are coming in for this one, including a reunion of the Rock and Roll Express.
Oh, yeah. I've got a lot of history with the Rock and Roll Express.
Sunset flip by JC Ice. Got a 2 count on Derrick King, but that was it.
That's right. That's all he's going to get, a 2 count.
The Rock and Roll Express will be here for the fabulous February reunion. That coming up at the Fairgrounds Arena in Nashville, Tennessee. We'll have more on that in this program in the weeks to come. Power bomb, power victory.
Power bomb, held his tights, Michael. You saw it right there.
Victory for JC Ice. More MCW Wrestling is coming right up.
Coming this February to the Nashville Fairgrounds Sports Arena, MCW presents the fabulous February reunion. An unprecedented lineup of today and tomorrow's top names in MCW Wrestling will get your heart pumping Saturday, February 7th. Don't miss the fabulous February reunion, February 7th at the Nashville Fairgrounds Sports Arena.